Folded leaf. And the first one we're going to do is called easy twist. So what I'm going to do is support on with one hand right under her elbow so that I can guide her opposite arm through my legs. She can kind of take it there so she can be a little bit active. I place my hand on the back of her shoulder. My same knee is going to bend. What that does is it creates space so that I can straighten my left arm and push her through. With my bent leg, I'm going to start to straighten it. And if I can fix her shoulder with my leg. Sometimes I just place it on top of my hand for a little bit more support. One thing that I'm not doing is I'm not pulling with this hand. This is just supporting. In fact, another way you can do this is by placing a hand on the front of the shoulder. Just as Jenny mentioned in the hippie twist, you want to isolate the twist in the torso. So this would be putting too much torque on the shoulder. Then from here we can take a breath in. And the twist just comes from my legs. I straighten my left leg more to deepen the twist. Inhale. Exhale. More important than anything is just trying to get this arm straight. That's the one that does a lot of the action here. To come out, I catch the elbow again. Anna's going to help me by unthreading her arm, and we switch sides. She threads in, I place my hand behind the shoulder, bend the knee and press through. And then I can fix the knee against my hand. Here she can relax the arm. Inhale. Exhale, it's just a little bit more straightening the leg. Inhale. Exhale. For some of you really bendy yogis, you may not feel the super deep twist here. One of the other variations that we do is if you get the knee fixed against the shoulder, like super yogi, we can clasp the palms around the hand and just create a little bit of traction. So my legs go slightly past 90 as I'm pulling on the hand and the fingertips.
So you can see here that An's spine is hanging very vertically, right? So she's right in between Adam's legs. So Benny can hold the bottom of this. So if we're doing a twist and there's no fixed point in the hips, turn with me, then it's called a turn because it's all going in the same direction. Okay? But if he fixes the hips, he keeps the hips square, and then you can hold it there, and then I turn the upper body, then you get a twist because there's a fixed point. So it's just like when you twist on the floor. If I twist with my hips and my upper body, there's no resistance. Everything is turning. But if I twist and I keep my hips grounded, then I turn the upper body, then you get a twist because there's moving in opposite directions. Okay? So that's what you want to focus on there, and Adam's doing a really nice job of keeping the hips staying exactly where they are as the upper body rotates.
Also, as a flyer, I want to keep my legs low because when he moves, if I don't think, my legs they can go up. Some people have tendency to do that.
Any questions on that? Okay, so we'll move on to the next posture. This is going to be really helpful for those of you flyers with shorter legs relative to your bases with shorter legs relative to the torso. On the flyer, we're going to go to Yoga Mudra, so keep the legs wide. Yeah. What I do is bring my hands behind the head. Fingertips are actually close to the occiput, the place we were just mentioning in that neck traction. I place one hand behind the head, one hand behind the back, and I push An's head through, bend my knees to create space, and then straighten my legs to support around her neck. She's going to bring her arms behind her back, reach for the palms, clasp the palms together, and open the shoulders. Call this the Yoga Mudra shoulder opener. Legs stay wide and heavy here. And this is a nice adjustment that we can do here. I'm going to lift her shoulders and just create a circle. So it's a bit of a loop. Yeah? It's quite simple. I just press up and draw back. And then here at the very end, I'm keeping tension in my legs to create a little bit of traction for the head so that there's length in the neck. And you can play with that and try it a couple of times. How does that feel, Lauren?
Nice.
And with my hands in prayer position, I'm going to place them between the shoulder blades. And here's another more advanced technique that you can play with faces. You fix the hand behind the shoulders, between the shoulder blades, and then let the weight of the body come into the hands by letting the legs come off of 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Now, like what Jenny was saying about the twist, if I bend my arms as the knees come back, I'm not really doing anything, right? I'm not using gravity to deepen her stretch. So I keep my arms strong as she comes in. So it doesn't have to be a lot of movement. This is good. Come out, I support behind the head. Release. We come back to forward lead. Then we can come out the same way we came in.
Do you want to show us the leg up?
Some more like
Two
that.
legs, maybe one move, it's 2 legs. One move, 2 legs.
One move of 2 legs.
Yes.
Sorry? Sure. First drop. Bring it to move. And I'm holding his feet like still.
But I have a question. I remember, I don't know who showed me this twist. The one who's flying or hanging. Then the one arm is through your legs, and the other one told me her to put them behind my head.
Behind your head?
I have some.
Like easy twist with one hand.